Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you for all of your support, all of your likes, all of your shares, all of your comments. If you are interested in a private reading, please just click on my website. I do have it linked below in the description bar. Lastly, I am on social media, so I am now on Facebook. If you're interested in liking my page on Facebook, please do. I am also on Instagram, and if you are interested in receiving a daily Oracle guidance message, I do draw and upload a daily Oracle guidance card every single day to my Instagram account. So if you're interested in that, then please head over and follow me on Instagram. Oh, and one last thing, for these general tarot forecasts, you should always be sure to watch not only your sun sign, but also your moon sign and your rising sign. If you happen to not know what your moon or rising sign are, I do have linked in the description bar below a website that actually can calculate that for you for free. So I wish you all a wonderful week. Just stay tuned for the reading. Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of February 22nd through the 28th. This is for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and Sagittarius Rising signs. So Sag, let's get started. Alright, Sag, and at the bottom of the deck I do have the Two of Swords. So for many Sages, this can be, you having to make a decision this week. Maybe you're waiting on a decision, perhaps you're making a decision. If you are making a decision, just make sure you're going within, you're trusting your intuition, you're listening to your intuition. All right, so the overall energy, Sag, for the entire week is actually the Chariot. So maybe some Sagittariuses are actually making a decision to travel. Maybe you're making a decision to buy a new car. Or maybe simply making a decision to just move forward with your life in some way. The Chariot is a very empowering card, very empowering energy. This is all about you being in control, taking the reins, and steering this chariot exactly where you want to go, driving this chariot exactly where you want to go. This is you being balanced and you being very much in control and empowered. So the Chariot is a very, nice energy. It comes in and it really picks things up and moves things forward. So if you felt like something was stagnant in your life, Sag, this could be a great energy that comes in for you. This also could be you traveling. Now we're starting out with the Ace of Cups. In this deck it is the Ace of Chalices. This is a beautiful card. This is a blessing from the heavens. So this is some beautiful new beginning that maybe some Sages, this is what you're making a decision about this week. Maybe this is where you're driving this chariot to. Maybe you have, this could be a new relationship. This is any one of life's events that happen that brings a lot of joy to our hearts. So anything that's going to really just make you very happy, make your heart content. So this is some beautiful new beginning. Now, if this is in regards to, let's say, a job, this would be, a job that you very much love. Underneath, I have the Three of Pentacles, which is you working very hard. Working perhaps within a group or on a team. This can be you working very hard, maybe for this new job. Maybe for some Sagittarius, this is a new job that is really maybe your passion. Maybe it's not even like, you know, having to go to work every day. This is a type of maybe career that you just absolutely love. The Three of Pentacles can be also a card that represents maybe higher ups or bosses. People might be watching you, you know, acknowledging or noticing your skills or your hard work. So just keep that in mind. It can be something that's very beneficial for you. Promotions, raises, and things like that can come from this. Now, I also have the Five of Pentacles here, which can be a card of feeling lack. This is, you know, maybe you felt a lack somewhere in your life, a lack financially, or a lack of love, a lack of support. You also could have been losing faith with something. Or perhaps, you know, this was you losing faith with something that you were working very hard to accomplish. And for some of you, it will be this Ace of Cups, because I do see you celebrating this. So it's almost like in the beginning of the week for many Sagittarius, you could have been losing faith or feeling a lack with something in your life, but you were, you know, you're working very hard to you know, have this beautiful new beginning coming in, but you just might have been losing faith. Maybe, you know, maybe felt like things weren't progressing. And that could be why we have the Chariot here, because the Chariot is coming in and it's really moving things along. Because I do see you celebrating. I have the Three of Cups right next to the Ace of Cups, which is a very nice light energy. This can mean you're quite social this week. Maybe you're celebrating with coworkers or friends or family. Maybe going out, having some drinks, just spending time with those who matter. For some of you, maybe it's coworkers. You could be celebrating this new beginning here. Now, I also do have the Star here, and in this deck it is called the Stars. And this is that divine energy. This is your spirit guides and your angels around you, helping you, guide you. They're leading you. So, you know, it's interesting because I have the Five of Pentacles here, which is, you know, it can be a card that represents losing the faith. And I also have the Stars here as well. So this is especially for those Sagittarius who were losing faith with something, but you still continue to work very hard for this new beginning. And just know that you are exactly where you need to be on your path. And you do have that divine, beautiful energy around you. And the stars card comes in and it really offers you reassurance, and it tells you to remain hopeful, that you have some beautiful new beginnings coming in. You just need to remain positive, remain hopeful, never lose faith, and know that these things are coming in. You know, and also underneath the Stars card, I do have the Six of Swords here, which is telling me that you are moving from a particular place, environment, or situation to a much better place, environment, or situation. This is always an improvement. So wherever you're headed to, you know, from wherever you've been, Sag, there's an improvement there. So, you know, for some of you, you're moving out of stormy waters, you're moving into much more calmer waters. Some of you very well could be literally moving. You could be moving to a new home with the Chariot and the Six of Swords here. And then some of you, you know, you're simply moving forward with your life. Now, because I do have on the other side of the Six of Swords, I do have the Empress here. And because I also have the Ace of Cups in the spread as well. You know, the man on the Six of Swords is very much moving towards the Empress. So for some Sages, you could be moving towards giving birth. You could be having a baby, I'd say maybe at the end of this week. So you could be having a baby this week. For some Sages, this is you maybe making the decision to maybe have another child. Maybe you're deciding to have a child. Maybe for some Sagittarius, this is you conceiving this week with the Ace of Cups here. And then for other Sagittarius, this is you moving towards your new beginning. The Empress represents creativity, fertility, birth, new beginnings. So it's that fertile energy. This is you being fertile with just, you know, a lot of creative ideas. You're full of creativity. She represents beauty, success. So everything you've been working extremely hard for will pay off. You know, I see you perhaps maybe losing sleep over this because I have the Nine of Swords on top of the Empress, which this card can come up when, you know, Spirit is simply telling you that you need to get more rest. And then this can also be something that, or an energy that's a little bit more intense. Maybe some Sagittarius are having some stress or some negative thoughts. You could be in your head just a little bit too much. And, you know, this card is directly on the side of the Stars card. So, you know, some Sagittarius need to get out of their head. They need to remain positive and remain hopeful and know that things are turning around. You have those beautiful blessings that are coming in. You're moving towards them. I can see that. You're moving towards, this man here is facing and actually looking towards the Empress. So this is you moving towards new beginnings. You know, for some of you, it will be creative endeavors, creative hobbies, you know, some sort of new beginning where you maybe get to express yourself. You can express your creativity. But it's new beginnings, it's success. I'm just seeing if I get anything else here, Sag. You know, for some Sagittarius, this Three of Pentacles will be you working with your partner, working well together as a team. You know, I'd say there's a lot of balance within your relationship. Maybe previously for some Sagittarius, you know, if you are in a relationship, this could have been you maybe going through some difficulties within the relationship, but now I do see things turning around. I see things being very balanced and you guys working very well together. And maybe this is you deciding to have a child. Maybe this is you deciding to, you know, start something new together. Yeah, I see you being very social, maybe celebrating this. So I think it's going to be a wonderful week. I see a lot of progression here. So it's very positive. Let me draw you an additional guidance card. So please show me some additional guidance for Sag. What else does Sag need to know for this upcoming week? Yeah, you just have to remain hopeful, Sag. Remain positive. All right, this card just flipped over, Sag. And it is Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Very nice. Very nice. So Sag, you're working with Archangel Gabriel this week. So for some of you, that's maybe what this Nine of Swords is representing. For some of you, it could be tied to insecurities, negative thoughts, doubt. Maybe it is keeping you up at night. Just know you have a lot of divine energy around you. This is your angels, your spirit guides. They're helping you. They're working very hard behind the scenes. And it's in regards to your life purpose. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. For some of you, that's very well why we have the Empress here. She represents creativity, and when you work within the arts, I mean, it's all about expression and being creative. So for some of you, that's exactly why we have this Empress energy here. So I think that it's going to be an amazing week for you, Sag. I do hope that you found this reading helpful, and I hope you have a great week. Take care.